Welcome to Lounge TV, I'm Larry, and that there's Tom.
Hey.
Welcome to part 2 of trying to fix my washing machine.
Yep, so, right back where, well, not where we left it, but...
So anyway, Dom's the one that came up with the, I keep calling him Dom, you know, it's Don, but I just automatically go to that because I actually like the name Dom better than Don, but that's just me. Anyway, he came up and he said you have to, you should have changed the actuator switch also, besides the that other thing that I changed, which is called the splutch.
It's called what?
A splutch. So it's like a clutch and a sprocket. So it's a splutch. That whole thing that I changed last time.
Ah.
So anyway, yeah. So I ordered a new part, and this is the actuator switch that Don was telling me about.
Yeah, because he knows everything.
So, well, obviously if this fixes it, he does. So, basically, it looks very easy. This is made in China. I could have got a regular Maytag one, but it was twice the amount of money as this. So, this was a little bit cheaper, so I'm going to try this and see how this works. But I guess that what this must do is this switches the gears in there, and maybe this isn't working properly because we always hear that click, 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 but nothing happens.
Right.
So we're going to see if it is this. I mean, if it is this, I give all the props in the world to Don for knowing this. And he said, how can I go wrong, because it's only like a $30, $40 part. So it's not like, and if it's not this, then it's something major that's going to be half the price of it, in which case, if it's half the price of a new washer and it's over 5 years old, it's really not worth doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to try this and see. I mean, already I'll be into this thing for about $50, $60. But he said if you're going to replace the splutch, you should replace this part here, the actuator switch, I think it's called. All right, so the first thing I want to do is take off that plastic cover right here, which is this. Now, I don't really have to, from what I'm looking at here. I don't know if you can see, but it looks like it's just going to be a wire harness that clicks in there, and it looks like there's just going to be 2 screws that I have to put in there. But I think it'll be easier, especially to get to that screw, by taking this off. Especially, this is only two little bolts, So I'll just take this off real quick. Once again, I had to disconnect the whole thing and lay it on the side.
Yeah.
This is pretty easy. I think this is a 8mm. Pretty sure it's 8mm. Yeah. Alright, so that's off there. As you can see, this is what I replaced last time, guys, all this stuff. And this, as you can see, goes right here. Remember I had to put it over top of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's what... As a matter of fact, look how loose that is, where the other one doesn't even move.
Really?
Yeah. I guarantee that's it. Man, he is smart. Well, we'll find out, right? So anyway, so the first thing I want to do is try to get this wire harness out of here, which you gotta push this like that and just kind of work it out there like that. Pretty easy. And then I'll get myself a Phillips screwdriver and take these 2 screws out. First thing I want to do is there's 2 screws, it looks like, because on here you can see the holes right there for the screw and the hole over here for the screw. So, oh, and by the way, look, you can't move this.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, look, right there.
Yeah, that's probably it then.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah. So I'm going to take these screws out. Well, they're not really screws, they're bolts. Take this one. This could be the easiest fix ever.
Could be.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Comes out just like that. Pretty easy. I want to see this thing. Yeah, look.
Wow.
It doesn't even turn anything.
Yeah, that
yeah.
really seems to be it.
And you can see on this one, I can't
Doesn't even budge.
Can't even do it. Yeah. I'm not going to force it, that's for sure. So we just want to make sure that we put this Remember, this has to go in this thing.
And that little loop.
Yeah, so this must get this must get pushed somewheres or whatever to work, I guess. I got to get this exactly the way it was. Oh, pretty simple.
Just kind of fits in place, huh?
Yeah, well, the funny thing about this is, Tom, really, is like, it doesn't feel like it was worth all the other stuff I had to take apart. You know what I mean? Like the hoses. That's how easy this was. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't know the effort of like needing to put that rubber belt on it.
Yeah, right. But at least we know we have all new splutch now. You like that, don't you?
It's an odd word.
Splutch. Okay, now I gotta see if I can get this in there, right there. And these wires, I think, go under here, yeah. Make sure that's nice and snug. There and there. Okay, and then we're just gonna plug this back in. Put this back on. I just, if this works, wow. It's gonna blow my mind if this works, actually. If that's all it was that thing, you know? But like I said, from what he said, that, you know, you should replace both of them anyway, so. Because I guess technically, they're so cheap. Why would you not when you have it all down, you know?
I guess.
Put this back on so you get it tight. Don't over tighten it because you're just talking about plastic you're putting it in. And let me see if I can find that one. And this is very hard on my back. Probably because it's been winter time. I haven't done a whole lot. There we go. Wow. That was easy. And like I said, if this got to be it, because I mean this doesn't make any sense. Like, this is not doing anything right there.
Well, there's really only one way to find out, right?
Oh, I'm trying to see. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, there is only one way to find out. We're gonna have to do a thing. So basically, if this works, Tom doesn't have to buy me a new wash machine.
What?
Huh?
Why would I have to buy you a new washer?
Well, you broke it. Put a comforter in here and a load of wash. You should never put that many
I
things
already
in it.
told you the comforter was already in the dryer. I just did a load of laundry.
Yeah,
in
that's
that,
what you
and then
told
put them
me.
both
But
in
is that the
dryer.
absolute truth?
It is the absolute truth. I know better.
And you know what?
I don't know if Don knows better.
But Don said he did 2 separate little loads, and that makes sense to me because I folded one of his loads and it wasn't very big.
Maybe I just had to rewash it. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I had to have this towel here to get up because water spills out from the from wherever in there, the pump probably. All right, so now I can go and put it back, and then we'll find out whether this thing works and if Tom doesn't have to buy me a new wash machine.
He's the one who had to buy a new washing machine, not me.
So I have it in the upright position.
That it is.
Right? Also, I wanted to tell you, I already have the discharge in there. Don told me to replace the hoses. He said, why would you not do that when you're since you have to unhook them anyway and you have new hoses?
So he told you to do that, huh?
Yeah, which makes sense. And now we will know that this is the hot and that's the cold because, we have them properly on there right now. Guys, like I said before, these 2 on and off shutoff valves, they were both blue. I think what happened, at one time the red one broke the handle and a blue handle was put on there because that's what somebody had. Could have been me, could not have. Those hoses that were on there were probably from 30 years ago.
They're pretty old.
So it was probably the first time I ever hooked up a wash machine, and I didn't pay attention and put the cold one on the hot and the hot one on the cold.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I have these hoses, and now all I got to do is hook them up, and it's pretty easy because you know that red's going to go to red, right?
Like the last time it was just a stripe, it's the whole
Right.
hose.
You hit me in the head.
You hit the mic with your head.
And one of the things you want to make sure is that you're not cross-threading it at all, you know?
That would be bad.
Okay, and then we have the cold. Put the cold down like that.
And you are 100% sure that you got them right, yeah? I'm just saying to make sure.
Yes. I am going to take this off because I didn't like the way it felt like it was going on. Didn't seem like it went on far enough. Well, maybe it did. So always got to make sure that you don't, especially plastic. But these, what I do is I hand tighten them as tight as I can, right? And then let me get my pair of pliers. And then I get these. And then I just like, now one thing you want to know is these are plastic back here, right? That are threaded. See the red and the blue? They're plastic. You never use Teflon tape on plastic.
Okay.
Okay. See up here I use Teflon tape, and that's because there's metal going on metal. Teflon tape, you're not, now there is like, I think there's some paste that you can use for plastic. And the reason why is because plastic's specifically made so that it, like the Teflon tape can alter the way that it's made and not get a good seal.
Ah.
Right? So, like I said, you don't do that. And then you got to be real careful with plastic also, because one thing you don't want to do is break it.
Yep.
Right? So I'm not gonna overly tighten this, but I definitely want to get it tight. And the same thing with the other one, because I don't want any leaks. You know, it's funny, when I got these hoses, right, was for this wash machine. Because when I bought this, the lady told me, she said, you should always change your hoses every time that you change your wash machine. You buy a new wash machine. And I was like, because she says the last thing you want is a hose to blow out and have a big mess. I think she was just trying to sell me new hoses, right?
Probably.
But it makes sense. But those other hoses, they lasted plenty long enough.
Yep, got your money's worth.
All right, so now I'll be turning these on and checking for leaks. I tighten these really tight too. There we go. Any leaks?
I don't see anything.
Okay. And I have to check a lot of things. I have to check here, 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 and here, besides them. Because sometimes, you know, these are old. I mean, these are probably from 1960 something.
Well, they kind of look it.
Yeah. So, well, there's a little drop of water there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was already there or not.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm going to just give it a little turn, make sure it's completely tight. This one definitely is definitely tight. So I'll just give this one a little turn. There we go. And I'll just keep an eye to see if there's any liquid that gets on there. And now I get to plug it in. There we go. Here comes the big test. So I figure, well, since I dirtied these towels up, I'll throw them in there. Yeah, I'm gonna waste a whole load. You know what? I'll throw this one in too. 3 whole towels. Let me put a little detergent in there.
And if you let me go get my my one green jacket, I could toss that in there too. That's what I do.
Well,
for a wash.
I'd rather have less in there so I can actually see if this thing is working.
All right, that's fine. I don't know if you just wanted more in it. It sounded like you did.
Well, I mean, I'd rather do just pouring a little detergent in there. We don't need a whole lot in there.
Right.
And then we will keep our fingers crossed. Well, we're gonna have to wait until it actually
Yeah, it's gonna take
gets
a
into
minute.
that cycle. So, all right, so we got it on light, and we want it on normal, and we want it on cold, because I don't want it steaming up again.
Right.
And now I just push the button. And let's make sure that it fills up first, so, you know, that everything, well, first it does the sensing thing.
Right. After a little bit of sensing, then it fills up.
Yeah. And let's wait until at least one little thing happens here so that we know that it's
At
working.
least starting properly.
Hello? Please work.
I don't know if I like that noise.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Oh, that's proper.
That sounded normal.
All right. And then it always does this. Then it unlocks the lid. Then it does it again.
Yeah, why does it keep unlocking and locking the lid?
I don't know about that.
'Cause-
Maybe it gives you time to hurry up and throw something else in there.
I guess.
Oh, my sock fell on the floor. Oh, throw it in. Yeah, this is properly working now. So we'll wait until, excuse me, we'll wait until it gets to the washing mode and then we'll turn the camera back on. Oh my gosh, it's working, guys.
It's working.
Unbelievable. That guy is a genius, I'm telling you. He knows his stuff, Tom. I'm telling you.
Probably lucky guess.
Nah, I mean, the dude, he refixes cars and everything. Works on cars and stuff. He's smart.
Is this a car?
No, he's an engineer, though. He knows all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he's an engineer. What you tried to become, but you didn't.
Wow, okay.
Well, I'm just saying, Tom, he knows his stuff, and he knew exactly what was wrong with it. I mean, man, he saved you a lot of money.
What do you mean he saved me money?
Well,
I didn't break this.
Well, that's what you say, but I mean, you know, would you tell me the truth? I don't know.
Yes,
But
I'm telling the truth.
I cannot believe it. This is how it's supposed to work. Wow. And it was such an easy fix too, guys. I mean, this guy's been doing nothing but saving me money. Saved me money with that. He went and paid for that. I wouldn't have been able to afford that. You know, Joe would have never paid for it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I just can't get over it between that and this. Now, I mean, because one of the things you guys all got to remember is like when you have a wash machine, right? You could try and fix easy stuff with it, right? Especially if you know somebody that knows the components of it and know that stuff. But it's like the more difficult stuff when they say if it's half the price, we still have a dead cat in there. Do you notice that? We're not. Well, he's actually not dead if he's meowing.
Garfunkel?
No, that I believe that's the belt, that new belt that we put on because it was so tight.
Yeah,
So I think it's that. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know that you should be replacing both those parts at all. And here I probably didn't even have to do the whole splutch. But they say that you should, you know, Don said you should do them both at the same time. But anyway, so it's probably cost me $30, $50, about $50, $60, somewhere in that range for these. And it's working the way it is. They say if it goes half the price of your wash machine and it's over 5 years old, probably not worth it.
Right.
Because then you replace it and then something else goes wrong. This had a 10-year warranty, but we're pretty sure that this is over 10 years old.
Yeah.
I really don't know the age of this. All I know is the dryer was newer than this. But now, it's working the way it's supposed to, and I am so over the moon about this.
I can tell.
Wow. Guys, I hope you like this video, and it just goes to show you should be able to fix things on your own, especially nowadays, because you can find so much information online too to show you how to take something off, put something back on. I happen to know when he told me what it was and he showed me a picture of it on the phone, I knew where it was right away. Because I was like, oh, that's that little thing that I put inside the other little thing, you know, the little plastic part. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Man, I am just blown away. Blown away. Blown away. Till next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax. I'll meet you at the lounge. Wow. He saved you a lot of money, Tom, I'm telling you.
I didn't break it.
Well, that's what you say, but you and Don were the last two to use it.
He was the last one to use it.
Yeah, but you used it right before him, and he said that he didn't do it. He said he used
If he's the last one to use it, then he's the one who would have broken it.
Not necessarily.
It just makes sense.
How do you know it didn't not wash right?
Then wouldn't he have said something?
I don't know.
How come he only mentioned it after he did the wash? Ergo, it broke after he did it.
Maybe he didn't watch it, Tom, while it was going. I mean, do you stare at it?
No, but you
How
can
do you
pretty
know it
clearly
wasn't
hear
bro-
that
how do
click.
you know it wasn't broken when you did it?
Because it did the thing. The thing in the middle was spinning.
Oh, it
I could
was?
hear it. Yes.
Okay, I'll take
Why do you not believe me?
I'll take your word for it, Tom. Doesn't matter anyway, right? It's all water under the bridge because it's fixed now and working properly. Although we need new brake pad or something in there, or some WD-40 on the belt or something, but then it'll slip. But I think that noise will eventually go away. I think that's just the new belt.
Yeah, probably.
I am psyched. Psyched, I tell you. I can't wait to see him, to tell him, man, he is the man.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I'm gonna keep this out too to show him this. That's what it was. And listen to that noise.
Yeah, it sounds like the noise that it was making when it was trying to make it work.
Yep. Awesome. Wow. You flabbergasted. It's always, there's a certain level of excitement and pride you get when you fix something that hasn't been working. That noise might bug me after a while. I don't know. If it gets worse, I'm gonna have to go down there and maybe spray some WD-40 down there around the gears and stuff like that, but not on the belt.
Well, it's not like you stand around and watch it, right?
I kind of do want to watch it. I can't wait to show your mother.
Well, have fun with that.